Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. What are you guys up to? So, I am in the middle of a 3-day conference that's going to end tomorrow. Yeah, let me put on. So, my phone is where yeah, we're doing a lot of improvising around here thanks to my honey and business manager, Chris. Come on in, everybody. Let's talk immigration. Let's talk immigration. Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Background is different because I'm not in the office. We're on a trip. Not a trip, right, honey? We're not on a trip. We're on a trip, but it's a work trip. You may have seen a picture of a beach, but it is really we're working. Believe me or not, we're working. Come on in. Come on in. Say hello when you come on. Let me know you're here. Tell me how your week has been. Can you believe it was just Monday? Like it felt like yesterday. Tomorrow is Friday, end of the week. This year has gone super quick. We just had Christmas. Like what? And we're almost at Christmas again. Thanksgiving, Christmas. Before you know it, it's 2022. But anyway, this is Attorney Episela Olale Samuel, immigration lawyer based in Alabama, representing immigration clients in all 50 states. Got an immigration case. My firm handles that case stop. We can do represent immigration clients regardless of the state you live in. So it's going to be a short video because I got consultations and all that. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys today about one thing a lot of people do not do when they file an I-751 waiver. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section. I will do the best I can to answer them if we still have time. But do this when you're filing an I-751 waiver petition. What is it? So let's start with this. If you need our help, you can reach us on the number screen below the screen. Email aos@olalawfirm.com. 334-341-4475 is the office number. You can text us. It's usually the fastest way to get us. Text us to that number, and we would always respond, either calling you back or sending you a text, depending on where we're at or what we're doing at that time. But share this video, like our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok. I do some interesting videos on TikTok, I think. Let's see. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Olale Law Firm. Instagram is Olale Immigration. TikTok is Olale Immigration. Facebook is Olale Law Firm LLC. So share, like, follow. That would be very much appreciated. So do this when filing an I-751 waiver petition. What is it? An I-751 petition is what you filed to remove the conditions of your residency. So if you are, and people who need to do that, or immigrants who need to do that, or permanent residents, I should say, who need to do that, or people who were granted conditional residency because you're married to your American citizen spouse or legal permanent resident spouse, was under 2 years at the time you became a permanent resident. At the time your green card was granted, your marriage is less than 2 years. And in that situation, USCIS will grant you, either USCIS or Department of State at the embassy will grant you your immigrant visa, which will be a conditional resident status. Before the second anniversary of your conditional residency status, you're required to file the I-751 jointly with your spouse. However, if you cannot file jointly with your spouse, then you're able to file your 751 petition based on one of three options or all three options if all three options apply to you. So divorce, good faith, but marriage ended in divorce, good faith, but you've been a victim of abuse. Then the last one is extreme hardship. The first one is kind of two, good faith, but marriage ended in divorce, or good faith, but your spouse has now passed away. But it's still termination of marriage. One thing that a lot of people, and I've seen in my practice, and I always tell people, is this. People are so used to, okay, yeah, we got divorced, and I have to prove good faith. So I have to show that, it was good faith, and I have my divorce decree. Or we're still married, but I've been a victim of abuse at the hands of my spouse. And as long as I can show good faith, then I'm fine. A lot of my new clients or people who consult with me, I always ask, did you select the last options, which is based on waiver based on extreme hardship, meaning that if your 10-year green card is not granted, you will face extreme hardship. Did you select that? And that is more or less like a catch all. And I'll tell you why. When you file the 751 based on divorce, you still have to prove good faith. It's easy to have your divorce decree. Okay, yeah, the judge has, because the judge, when you go for a divorce, the court is not asking you if your marriage was real to start with. The divorce court has nothing to do with that. When you go for abuse, you can have all the evidence to prove that you've been abused. But in a divorce waiver and abuse waiver 751, in both situations, you are required to show that the marriage was entered into in good faith. The issue with 751 is this: good faith requirement, right? It applies to all immigration, marriage-based immigration applications. You have to show that your intention of marrying into that, get into the marriage, was to live with that person, and you intended to share life with that person. It's not required that you have to show the intention throughout the whole duration of the marriage. It is at the time of its inception, when the marriage was entered into, your intention was in good faith to spend the rest of your life with them. With conditional residency, when you file a 751, not only do you still have to show good faith at the time the marriage started, inception of the marriage, USCIS officers are allowed to also consider everything that occurred within the 2 years before you file your 751. So they do not have to limit it to at the time you filed for the green card. They can consider, and that's what gets a lot of people. They can consider things that have happened within 2 years since you became a conditional resident, and most offices actually focus on that. In the good faith, divorce waiver, good faith, extreme cruelty, abuse, good faith, you have to show that your marriage was real at the inception of marriage, and within the 2 years you've been a conditional resident. On extreme hardship option, however, you do not have to show that your marriage is in good faith. That is a big difference. So even if your marriage was entered into just for immigration purposes, which obviously it's fraud, but USCIS cannot deny your case. They cannot deny your 751 petition solely based on the fact that they did not find that your marriage was not in good faith, because they cannot consider the good faith element as they will be able to do in the divorce waiver and abuse waiver. So the extreme hardship is actually a catch all, that even if you're filing based on good faith divorce waiver or the abuse waiver, always, always, always include that option of extreme hardship, meaning extreme hardship, you will suffer extreme hardship if you are removed from the country and you're not given the 10-year green card. There are several factors that USCIS is mandated to consider: your age, how long you've been in the country, the ties you have back home. If you have American born children, are you the provider? Do you have people that you take care of back home? What kind of economic opportunities do you have back home? How difficult will life be? Would you be able to assimilate back to your culture? Would your life be in danger if you're made to go back home? Everyone is different. There are objective factors. There are also subjective factors that they have to consider. But it is a safe zone, a catch-all, so that if they do not find good faith in any of those options that apply to you, whether it be divorce waiver or extreme cruelty waiver, if you're able to prove that your denial of your petition will make you subjected to extreme hardship, then you don't have to show good faith, and you can be granted your 10-year green card solely based on extreme hardship waiver. So you've got to do that. Every single time you file an I-751, you have to include the catch-all, safe zone, extreme hardship. Keep in mind, It is a lot easier to prove good faith divorce waiver or good faith abuse waiver. It's a lot easier. And that's because the good faith requirement is taken completely off the extreme hardship. But if you have, and so consult with an immigration lawyer, if you have all your options, all your factors that can help you make a case for why you will experience extreme hardship if you're made to go back and not granted your 10-year green card, then you don't have to worry so much about a spouse getting in your way of threatening or because I have a client whose spouse would just say was really, really scorned person and decided to contact his employer, his church, and also USCIS, making herself out to be a victim and how everything was fraudulent to start with. And one of the things I said is when we're responding to the NOID is we have to also ask them to consider the extreme hardship basis, just so if all else fails, these are the factors that makes this person eligible for the extreme hardship waiver basis. So make sure you include the hardship option. Do not forget, you have to include that. But the most important thing is get you an immigration lawyer. Make sure you have all your ducks in a row. Give yourself the best shot at filing your petition and not jeopardizing your stay in the country. Once again, if you need to contact our office, number is 334-341-4475. Send an email to aos@olalayalawfirm.com. You can also, let me put this right here because I'm improvising, so I don't want to mess this up. Okay, right there. Go on our website, olalayalawfirm.com. Send in a text message to our office number. We have an internet phone, so you can call, you can send a text. It comes to our phones. There's an app. Somebody will respond to you. So, hello. Thank you. Yeah, so if you know anyone who's in this position, please share this video with them. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. And until next time, everybody, thank you for hanging with me. So,